Hi everyone, it's Ashley. I'm checking in for my week 16 post-op lap band with Plication. Today I weighed in at 260 pounds. So I think that's a 3-pound loss from last week. I'm really excited. I'm also very excited that a little bit TMI, but this week starting last week, I had my period. And I know it seems kind of weird to be very excited about that, but I had a 30-day cycle. And that is huge for me because I haven't had a 30-day cycle naturally, because I actually had one last summer right after I went off birth control. I went on birth control for 1 month, and it was awful. And the month after that, I was like a little regular. But before that, I hadn't had a 30-day cycle, and anything lower than 45. Last year, like 2011, I started to have really long cycles after having my son, and I had like 90-day cycle, 70-day cycle. So last cycle was 45 days, this cycle was 30 days, and I'm so proud of my body for getting the message that if you lose a total of 58 pounds so far, you can get the reproductive system going. My son, we actually conceived him right after I went off birth control. And they say your body gets like some time to be regular, and I didn't have a regular period before I had my son because I've always been heavy. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. And I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 6 weeks because I just assumed that I was going to be irregular for a while, and so I didn't even test because I was like, I'm not pregnant, I just have really weird cycles. So now I'm almost at the weight that I was when I had him. I was in the 250s when I conceived him. Actually, maybe I was like 275. I think I was more like 275. My lowest weight that I know I have recorded, because I was at Weight Watchers, was 250 pounds. And I'm almost back there. And then after I got to that lowest point, I started going back up again. I gained like 25 pounds. So, and then I had my son. So, that's my happy period news of this cycle. Gypsy Face Sarah had asked in her video, because I'm sorry you've lost your motivation to work out, I'm sorry. And I hope you get it back very soon. About pre and post-op working out and motivation and stuff like that. I had my surgery October 4th. About a month before that, early September, we started my son in a preschool program. He goes 3 days a week for 2.5 hours. I stay at home. What the hell am I going to do for those 2.5 hours that he's at school for 3 days a week? So that's when I go to the gym. I try to get there for 9 o'clock. It's not far from where I drop him off for school. Try to get there for 9, try to get out by 10. That way I have an hour, and he's there for he's not there for 2.5 hours. He's there for 2.25 hours. So if I have another hour and 15 minutes to shower, get any errands done I want. And I started that in September. And I think there have only been 3 days where I haven't gone to the gym on those days that he's in school. And usually it's because I'll come home and do something else. When it was warmer out, I would take a bike ride. Very rarely do I not do anything when he's at school, because what the hell else am I going to do? One time we were packing to go visit my family, so that's what I did. And now, obviously, post-op, I do that, along with, I've gotten back into aqua aerobics, which I did way before I had my son. Had to stop because I started working. Then when I had my son, I stopped working when I had my son. Then he was ran my life. My husband, when he was very small, my husband could watch him very easily and do work. And then he got older and it got harder and harder. And so now we finally got into a rhythm where I can go once a week. I'd like to go twice a week, but once a week, because my husband has to stop work early and it's hard for him. So he loves work. And so now I do Zumba on the other day that I don't go to aqua aerobics, and that's at 8:30 at night, which I hate because it's so late and I just feel disgusting when I get home, and it's so late I just want to go to bed. And but I do it because it's a huge calorie burner and I actually really like it, and I'm starting to understand the moves and the dances now. And so that's what I'm doing. I really hope that you get your motivation back and that it's just the weather or whatnot that's getting you down. I don't know if I have anything else to say this week, but I've never ever given you a body shot. And on the 4th, which is going to be my 4-month since my surgery, I will put up a few pictures. I have a lot of pictures of myself from last June because we went on vacation. So that you can see, like, that's where I was in June. This is, you'll see me 6-ish months later. Okay, so I will give you a body shot. Oh, and I wanted to mention that my doctor's office has a youth support group, and they started this week a clothing exchange. And so this is a shirt, and I have a bunch of others and a few pairs of pants that I got from there, and it was so nice. And you know, the girls don't care about giving them up because they're so happy that they don't have to wear them anymore, and that they can fit into small things. And this is a Old Navy 2X. But the other shirt that fits perfect is a Lane Bryant's 1820. And these jeans you'll see are jeans I had not fit into. I've been fitting into them for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. But I had not fit into them for at least 3 years. My son's gonna be 3. So for the past 3, maybe 4 years, I have not fit into these jeans, and I'm so happy that I saved them because they fit perfectly now. Okay. Move my chair. Ooh, standing on my tippy toes. And look, no muffin top. Okay, this is, I'm literally on my tippy toes, but I can't point the camera down. Maybe I can a little bit. Okay, and I love this shirt, and I've gotten a compliment already today. Okay, so it was nice to see you, and I hope you have a really great weekend. We are going to take my son to the monster truck show. He's very excited. I don't know how excited I will be, but what can you do? Okay, have a great weekend. Happy losing. Bye.